Okay, I was planning to pick up a new houseplant from Marketplace. I've been looking at these online for a while and I've just found it growing in abundance in my yard. It was just here in my yard. It was here all this time and it's in bad shape. I think it's getting too much sun here. I would say that it can be a pretty pricey houseplant in nurseries as well. Like it's not going for cheap. I'm gonna dig it up, but later. There's a whole bunch of filming I have to do this morning. They also said it was gonna rain. Might be okay. It's still raining a little bit outside, nowhere near as much, but I just started doing a whole bunch of stuff indoors. We have been given permission to paint indoors. We're not allowed to use wallpaper, but we can paint. I don't know if I'm gonna go neutral yet or do a color. I don't know. Look at this. This is a pair of latex gloves. On the back, it says it's for household cleaning, gardening, and pet care. And look at that. They're like touching the cactus. Really? Should I try? I'm not gonna try. Oh, let's see if I can do this. This whole cabinet is just resting on my leg. All right, there's got to be a better way to do this. Oh, I think that looks way better. Way, way, way better. Maybe a bit lower. Yeah, like that. I feel like it'd also be good to have like a display stand thing right here. I'll have to find the right one. Yes? No? Yes? Yes? Yes. Yes. This spot may be a bit too dark for this ficus. Maybe. It's tolerated really low light levels before, so I kind of want to just experiment with it in this spot. Candles. Something like this. Something like that in the meantime. And then just imagine a low light trailing plant here. I wonder if nodding violet can deal with low lighting. It can tolerate low light conditions, although it will flower best in bright, indirect light. Trailing low light plants. Pothos Snow Queen. I don't know if pothos are my style anymore though. Maybe this. Oh, I don't know. So indecisive. Wow, this Cebu Blue is very leggy. I just turned the light on. This is one of the very few trailing plants I have left. I don't mind it. I don't like overly bushy houseplants, so I don't mind a little bit of the legginess. I'll leave it here for now and I'll see how I like it in a few days. Just looking out the window, I think it's gonna rain again. I was kind of on a roll yesterday and I went ahead and I added this lamp. I think that looks good. I also added this mirror here. I thrifted this ages ago. This is the door to Tim's office. It actually allows a lot of natural, not a lot, but a little bit of natural light in. So that could help this ficus out. I'm really honestly not sure. Leaving it here is a bit of an experiment. This Cebu Blue. I'm actually going to repot this in something that's slightly deeper so I can tuck the base of the plant into the soil a little further. Let's just start there. I actually don't know if I still have all the stuff to make aeroid mix. Hang on. Ah! I still have orchid bark. Pumice. That's pumice. Cocoa chips, yes. Perlite as well. I think I have enough here. Where's my indoor mix bucket? Ooh, hey, hey. I've still got a little bit left, which is good. Okay, that's good news. Honestly, I haven't potted up an indoor plant in like 9 months. I'm gonna be putting it in this pot here. It's a little bit deeper. I do like this pot, but it just sits a bit too shallow. You can see that it's like just coming out, hanging on by the roots. It needs to get in there. And I'll probably chop it up too. It's so humid. I have no tools. Right. My soil bin is over there. Okay. Can this? Yeah, I think that'll be better. Shove that in a little bit further. I can probably cut up some pieces and shove the ends in here as well. Although, again, I don't want it to get too bushy. That delicate leggy look, I don't know, it's sometimes kind of nice. My gosh, so many mosquitoes here. My arms are covered in mosquito bites. I'm thinking about planting more catnip. Catnip, I know, deters mosquitoes. Does lemon thyme deter mosquitoes as well? Maybe it needs a bigger pot. No, I think it's fine. Come on. This strand has lost all of its leaves. All right, hang on. Let me just get this potted up and then I can start chopping. And of course, I learned to make aeroid mix from Sydney Plant Guy. Someone was like, you should watch Sydney Plant Guy for more indoor plant ideas. Dude, I've been watching Sydney Plant Guy for years. Where else would I learn to make a moss pole? See, this one didn't have a leaf right up until here. And you know what I'm gonna do, because I'm just so lazy? I'm gonna chop it here in between these two nodes. And because this one already has kind of like a little root growing, I'm just gonna stick it in. How about that? This is in pretty bad shape though. And I just broke the new leaf. Isn't that fabulous? I just cut it in half. Awesome. Is that mealy? Die. No, you're not allowed. I think we're fine on all the other leaves. Yeah. Yeah. So the aeroid mix is orchid bark, cocoa chips, pumice, and charcoal. Charcoal. You don't have to use this mix. I just find that it works really well. And ever since using it, I've noticed that gnats have virtually been non-existent in my house. Okay, this looks very poor, but I think that it's going to be fine, except for this new leaf. Oh gosh, it's ripped right off. I should just get rid of it. Okay. That's not too bad. I think she's going to be fine. We're in my office. I have been ignoring these plants for, I don't think I've watered them in about a month, and it's summer. Do not do that. Just don't do it. The new growth here just went completely soft and it's fallen off. So I don't really know what to do. Maybe it should go outside on the porch. That's where I'm banishing all the plants that are completely suffering from low light levels. They just seem happier out there, to be honest. Yeah, this one's gonna need a water. Yeah, my ZZ plant definitely needs water. It's just losing a little bit of firmness. This is new growth. At least it's still looking all right. Gosh, it is so dark in here. Sorry, this is probably going to be extremely grainy footage, but what was I going to say? I just use a bucket and a sieve to water so that I can water and drain plants all the way through. That was a little too hard. Yeah, we're back outside and it's not raining. We're back out here because I have found a wish list houseplant in my garden. I have been wanting to get this plant for a while because of the low light situation inside my house, both my old house and this current house. Now I'm going to show you, but just brace yourselves because it's looking pretty terrible. I think it's in the wrong spot. This is cast iron plant planted in the ground. Sorry, I'm just trying to also catch mosquitoes. Where was I? What was I saying? I think it's actually getting too much sun in this spot. Here's some of that really horrid Madeira vine that I introduced you to in my last video. Out, out, out. But have a look here. There's some like smaller, younger plants here that I think look okay. I'm gonna try and bring some of this inside. I've just got to choose a really nice bit. All right, hang on. Hang on. Ooh. Okay. So, okay. I did that by accident, but maybe that's kind of what you're meant to do because it looks like the root runs horizontally a little bit. That's one. Yes, come on. Ooh. Sounds like I just broke through a branch. Yeah, I did. It's fine. Ha ha ha! Oh, look at that. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, this is broken, but this one might look good once I wash it. Oh no. Oh no. Oops. Achoo! Oh dear. Yes. Whoa! That's a big one. Minus this. Well, I got 3 good looking leaves, so that's pretty good. Oh, good grief. It took me forever to find these pots and I had to make more aeroid mix. Cast iron plants can go in aeroid mix. Okay. I'll give these a good wash when I water them as well. I mean, I might try these in a few spots around the place. And if all goes well, I might actually propagate some for some friends who struggle with natural light in their apartments and their homes. Okay, that's one. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how this does. Here we go. These 2 leaves here look pretty bad, so I'm just going to chop it off. That looks about right. Okay, I'm going to give this one just a slightly... Is this really... Oh, maybe this will be okay. All right. All right, Chook. Chook. All right, Chook's back. I just want to make sure that she doesn't go into my cactus bed. I just freshly mulched a whole bunch of okay, it's all right. I'll keep an eye. Oh, I just mulched some grasses. That's an upcoming video, by the way. I did mulch some grasses. I really don't want her to kick up the mulch. I think this looks pretty good. Look here. I went from having 0 cast iron plants to 3. Actually, 4. Where is she? She's there. Okay. You guys had really differing opinions on chook, by the way, and I am here for it. All right, I'm gonna water these in, I'm gonna clean them up, and I'm gonna figure out where they go. Guess what? It is a few days later. 2 things. I have repotted this. Oh my God. Oops, it's still draining. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in this temporarily. Should have waited a little bit longer. I'm just gonna put it in this. That looks terrible, but, hold on. So this is the base of the pot, not this. Oh, I think this one's still draining too. So I repotted one of the cast iron plants, took it out of its plastic pot, and then placed it in this pot here. A cast iron plant in a cast iron pot. I don't think it's not cast iron, but I don't know. Cast iron like. Are cast iron plants related to snake plants? Are cast iron plants related to Sansevieria? They're not. No, cast iron plants are not related to Sansevieria, which includes the snake plant. It's just that it grows in exactly the same way. It sort of runs along the, there's like a what do you call it? Like a horizontal running root, and the shape is kind of similar. Spreads slowly through underground rhizomes. Can tolerate low light and conditions. Good for planting in dense shade. Look, that sounds like a snake plant to me. But you know, I guess ChatGPT is right. Gee, that's still draining. Okay then. Anyway, I think it looks fabulous in its new pot. Let's just chuck this over here. All right, this one here, wowee, I just got this off Facebook Marketplace. This is a Hoya Polyneura, and I think it does better in lower light levels. So we're just gonna test it out on the cabinet over there. I did pot this up in aeroid mix, but I did also up the cocoa chips and the cocoa peat, just because this particular Hoya is a lot more thirsty than other Hoyas. The woman who sold this to me on Marketplace was like, yeah, it's a little bit more thirsty. And I was like, well, I own it now. So if it gets to be a problem, I can pass this on to someone else, someone who has more time to water their indoor plants. I'm gonna try though, because this is a really pretty plant. What do they call this? Fishtail? Fishtail plant or something like that? And trail it must from this cabinet. So there's that. Oh, I am also just gonna, I have decided to chop this up even more. I was looking at it and I'm like, it doesn't look good leggy. Not this leggy anyway. Look at this. What's this? Let's cut it here. Yeah, why? Why? I mean, it's true that I don't like overly bushy houseplants. I like delicate trailing things, you know? Oh, stop getting tangled. Come on. It does feel a bit weird to be getting back into my houseplant game. And I did do a lot of houseplants. It's just that when gardening season takes over, I tend to forget about all of this. So I really need the plants to be able to sustain themselves, and I shouldn't be getting thirsty plants like this. I do like this and I want to see how it goes though. Oh, this looks terrible. No, I think this just needs to be like a goodbye. I cannot make these work. See you later. I don't want to chop it off totally. I know, I can already see some of the comments. I would chop all of that off and just let it regrow. Yeah, I know. But I personally, I just need something just a little bit trailing, just a little. And then maybe when stuff starts to grow, I can slowly chop away. I mean, maybe, yes, it would grow faster if I just chopped everything off, but I don't want to do that just yet. Can this one go back in there at least? Come on, just work with me, please, just work with me. I'm gonna chop this so it's not too much legginess. Just a little bit of legginess, okay? Oh. Stop. There we go. Ugh. Okay, now we can recover in peace. Something like this. Can these go here? No. Like that. Yes? All right, that's good. That's good from this angle. A bit odd. I do like how this little styling moment has turned out. This one just needs to recover and this one needs to grow. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to swap out a lot of the houseplants that I used to own. And I know that there are low light plants that exist out there, but I have to like them as well. I'm not the biggest fan of aglaonemas. I don't know, I just don't love them. And we'll see how these do, because there is like a north facing window here. So for those of you who are in the other hemisphere, our north facing windows are your south facing windows. Honestly, we haven't fully unpacked all of the rooms yet, and like nothing's been styled. This is the first thing to have been styled in this house. So there's more of this to come. Back out in the garden in the next video, and I will see you then.